So in this video I will be discussing exercise 3.3. So the first question is, given a parallelogram ABCD, complete each statement along with the definition property used. Okay. So here ABCD is a parallelogram. They have given that ABCD is a parallelogram. Now see AD equal to dash. AD is one of the sides. The opposite side to AD is BC. So AD will be equal to BC. What is the reason? Since opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So this is the reason why these two are equal, because these are AD and BC are the opposite sides of a parallelogram. Now here angle DCB means this angle. Now what you know about the angles of a parallelogram, that this angle will be equal to the opposite angle. So opposite angle for this angle is this angle. So what will we write? Angle DCB will be equal to angle DAB, or you can write BAD, anything, DAB. What is the reason? Since opposite angles of a parallelogram, of the parallelogram ABCD, you can write, okay, since opposite angles of the parallelogram. Now OC, see this OC, see it is a part of a diagonal AC, part of the diagonal AC. Now what we know about the diagonals of a parallelogram, that the diagonals bisect each other. So definitely BD is going to bisect AC. So OC will be equal to OA. So what will be the reason? OC equal to OA. What is the reason that you are going to write? Since diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, what you will write? Since diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. This much will do. Okay, you have to write it in bracket. Now coming to the fourth one, measure of angle DAB plus measure of angle CDA. CDA means this angle. So what are these two angles? This angle and this angle? These two angles are adjacent angles. So what you know about the adjacent angles of a parallelogram? Adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary, means their sum has to be 180 degree. What will be the reason? You will just write, I am writing here, okay. Since adjacent angles of a parallelogram, are supplementary, or you can write, since the sum of the adjacent angles of a parallelogram is equal to 180 degree. That also you can write. Okay, you can pause the video and write it down. Okay, now coming to the next question. Okay, see the second one. They have given that the figures are of parallelogram. Okay, you have to consider that these are parallelograms, and what they are asking us to do is find out the values of x, y, z. Now looking at this parallelogram, what you are getting? See, this angle B is given to be 100 degree. So opposite angle of 100 is y. So it will also become 100 degree since opposite angles. Now when we compare these two angles or these two angles, see this angle plus this angle has to be 180 degree, isn't it? Why? These are the adjacent angles. So if it is 100 plus how much gives you it? 180? 80 degree. So this 100, this is 80. Again angle C is the opposite angle of angle A. So if it is 80, it will be 80 degree. Understood? So now the thing is that how to write these things. Okay, so I will tell you how to write. Solution we will be writing. Okay, I will just make you understand how to write these things. Okay, so you will write angle y is equal to 100 degree. Since opposite, it's not writing, since opposite angles of parallelogram. If you just write opposite angles of parallelogram, this much is okay. Okay, opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, no need, because why this is equal? Because they are opposite angles of a parallelogram. Now y is equal to 100 degree. Again we can write again angle Z plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. What is the reason? Since adjacent angles of parallelogram okay, Z plus B. Now Z, what is the measure of B? 100 degree, that is equal to 180 degree. It implies that angle Z is equal to 180 minus 100, that is equal to 80 degree. So we got this one, isn't it? So we got the value of Z. Z is equal to 80 degree. Okay, after that here now angle Z is equal to angle X is equal to 80 degree. What is the reason? Since opposite angles of parallelogram. Got it, beta? So what do we get? First thing that we got is that the measure of y is 100 degree. Then we got that Z and B will be supplementary, so 100 plus 80. So we got this one Z to be 80 degree. So one is Y, one is Z, another one we need is X. Z will be equal to X equal to 80 degree. Why 80 degree? Because we got the value of Z to be 80 degree from this one, since opposite angles of a parallelogram. So we got all the values. Now coming to the next one, see here this figure. Okay, so in this figure see 30yx, and here it is how much? 90 degree, isn't it? Because this symbol signifies that this is 90 degree. So if this is 90 degree, this has to be 90 degree. Why? Because these two are vertically opposite angles. So we can write x is equal to 90 degree. What is the reason? Vertically opposite angles. Okay, we got the value of x to be 90 degree. Now this is a triangle. So what we know about the sum of all the angles of a triangle? 180 degree, isn't it? Also we can write x plus y plus 30 is equal to 180 degree. What is the reason? Always write the reason on the right side. Okay, angle sum property of triangle. Got it. So we know the value of x to be 90 degree, y we don't know, equal to 180 degree. So we will be getting the value of y as 180 minus 90 plus 30, 120, that is y is equal to 60 degree. So we got the value of y to be 60 degree, this to be 90 degree, and what about z now? Okay, what about z? This one. Okay, so here they have told that this is a parallelogram, isn't it? So if it is a parallelogram, definitely opposite angles will be equal, isn't it? So again see one more thing, that the diagonals, see the diagonals will be bisecting each other. Diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly, that we are having. Now we need to find out the value of z, isn't it? Z. So this is parallel to this. See, this line is parallel to this. If I consider that this is a transversal, then this angle will be equal to this angle. Why? Alternate interior angles, isn't it? Do you remember this? See, when two lines are parallel and they are being cut by a transversal, then these two angles are equal and they are called alternate interior angles. Okay, so this and this is parallel, so I am considering this to be transversal, so y and z will be equal because they are alternate interior angles. Now we can write again y is equal to z is equal to 60 degree, since alternate interior angles for the pair of parallel lines, okay, I am giving some name A, B, C, D. Alternate angle for the pair of lines AB and CD. AB and we will write DC. Why we say that these are parallel? Because it's parallelogram, isn't it? Opposite sides will be parallel. For the pair of parallel lines AB and DC with transversal DB. See, I have written this one just in order to make you understand the thing, but at the time of examination you need not write so many things, okay. Just this much will be okay, that y is equal to z is equal to 60 since alternate interior angles. This much is okay, since alternate interior angles. I have included this line for the pair of parallel lines AB and DC with transversal BD, so that you can remember, okay, so that you can understand that how suddenly these are how this can be interior angles, alternate interior angles, okay. If you just write up to this one, since alternate interior angles, this much is going to be okay. So we got the values of y, we got the values of z, and we got the value of x.